Going on, guys? You're joining myself and Felix Valentino today. We're going to run through some chest exercises that you may not have done before. So a little bit different, so hopefully you can incorporate them into your sessions and give them a go and see what you think.
Yeah, definitely. We will hit today, like Justin already said, some special exercises to get a bigger, fuller chest. And we directly start with the first one.
Exercise 1. So the first one we're going to do is going to be on the chest press machine, but we're going to do it a little bit differently. So we're going to sit sideways and hopefully we can fully shorten our chest by doing a slightly different movement.
So as you can see, the position of this exercise is a little bit different. You don't sit with your face to the front, you sit with your face to the side. And the sense of this exercise is that you really can squeeze your chest muscle and shorten that the chest muscle, and you get a better fullness. I really like this exercise. I always implement it quite often into my chest exercise, and I don't see many people who actually do it in the gym. That's the reason why I want to present that exercise. Justin, want to show you
demonstration?
Yeah, show us a little bit how you do it, man.
So we're just going to push across the body like so.
As you can see, Justin puts all his finger on one side of the bar. That definitely is a good way to focus more on the chest. And the range of motion depends on your goals. I'm a big fan of changing up, so don't do always like heavy lifts or like high rep lifts. So change it up. And for this exercise, I would definitely recommend to do a higher rep. Exercise 2.
So this exercise is a little bit different. We're going to use a T-bar and we're actually going to press it. So what Felix is going to do, he's going to kneel down, going to be a nice close grip, and he's going to press upright. So sort of like an incline press. Obviously it's a lot narrower grip, so the elbows are staying in. So we do get a little bit of front delt and tricep work there. We're going to get a nice activation of the chest as well. Felix is demonstrating with his beautiful chest there, as we can see, working. So we're in a kneeling position. We're quite close to the bar, so we're pressing in a sort of a 45-degree angle, maybe slightly higher. As you can see, his chest is getting a great workout. But again, as we say, the front delts and triceps are also going to be working here. So it'd be great for like a push session if you're doing all of those muscles. We've got a neutral grip there. So we've got a attachment there, grip attachment there, to make it slightly easier on the wrists and more comfortable to hold. But you can just hold onto the bar in a similar fashion. So as you can see, Felix got a nice straight back, and he's also not moving at the hips and the knees, so he's not cheating as such, so he's not taking off the pressure from the chest and using a bit of momentum driven from the legs or hip extension. So it's all directly on the upper body. As you can see, you've got a nice full range of motion as well, so the elbows are coming all the way down, and then he's fully extending the arms going all the way up. Exercise 3.
It's time for exercise number 3. You probably don't know, but you definitely should do. It's a variation of dumbbell press, but we do it alternating. That means that you hold the weight a lot much longer than on a normal dumbbell press. Justin will show you how the exercise looks like. So Justin will just do a few reps. So the thing is, you should hold the tension all the time on your chest muscle. So you go all the way up. Don't lock your elbows like on a normal bench press, but you go all the way down and still keep the focus on your chest muscle and keep the tension. The big benefit of this exercise is that you have much more, like a bigger stretch in your chest muscle, which activate the muscle fibers. And yeah, it's a good way to change things up, which is very important. Exercise 4.
So you may be wondering where my wonderful colleague Felix Valentino is. If we pan down, he's already on the floor. That's not because I've killed him, but because the next exercise is called the floor press. So this is an exercise that doesn't get utilised very often. It's quite popular amongst powerlifters and strength athletes. The difference with this is we use the floor as a safety measure and also to induce pause reps. So obviously with the bench press we get a greater range of motion because we can bring the elbows past the body and we fully stretch that chest. With this one, when we bring the bar down, obviously our elbows are going to hit the floor. So what we can do is we can then pause rep, which is going to take all the momentum out of the move, and then we're going to press again straight up. So Felix is going to demonstrate. So this is a nice safe alternative to when you want to bench press, maybe you want to go a little bit heavier, you don't have a spotter with you or you're on your own. So as you can see here, if Felix lowers the bar and he gets stuck, instead of the bar falling onto his chest, he can drop the bar forward, and obviously the plates hit the ground first to keep him nice and safe, and then he can wriggle out like a little worm.
And then you have to find a way how to get out.
So it's slightly safer than a bench press and getting guillotined and the bar taking your head off. Obviously you can also change the way you press the bar, so you can turn it into a guillotine press slightly higher, for more front delt involvement and things like that. You can also use dumbbells, and then you can change your grip positioning, elbow positioning. It's all loads of different variations with this move, so maybe give it a go. Exercise 5.
So we want to show you an alternative. You can use a suspension trainer or things like those if your gym have that or you buy it. Or even normal dumbbells if they are able to roll. So Justin wants to show you how the chest flies with your body weight on a suspension trainer works. It's also a very good exercise to improve the coordination of the muscle fibers. You can see Justin's pretty fit on that because he's not like having problems with stabilization or stuff like that. So it's important that you feel a stretch on your chest muscle when you go down, and go all the way down until you feel that stretch. Perfect, Justin. Looks easier than it is. It's pretty hard. Try it, give it a try, and change things up. That's the motto of the day. This was 5 exercises you should try. Like we already said, it's important to mix things up, and I think we gave you some alternatives. Justin, what do you think?
Yes, there were some good alternative exercises there, some things you might not have tried before, so they're a little bit different. Some of them you may have done before, some not, so give them a go, see what you think, and then give us some feedback. Let us know in the comment section how you got on with those exercises, and yeah.
See you for more. Bye bye.